What's going on, lunatics? It's your man Bleaves again. Guys, if you like this content, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, help this thing continue to trend so that we can provide you with the content that you want and we can get you an honest assessment of what's going on with the Terra Luna universe. Today, we're going to talk about the price action and we're going to talk about the exchanges that are accepting the 1.2% burn. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid.
All right, guys, as you can see over here, we have basically respected this parallel channel. It hasn't followed exactly, but it's still followed. What I've said is that the best thing for Luna Classic right now is for it to extend down just a little. And it looks like investors are really agreeing with me, even though we had a little move in 45 and we had a lot of consolidation. You can see right now that it's kind of consolidating, and we took a leg down and then consolidate a little bit more. And it looks like maybe we take another leg down and consolidate a little bit more. Now, that being said, that is going to reduce the price and it's going to put it back down into this level. Now, I know a lot of you who are here for the short time and not for this long play are not looking at the price action coming to this level, but it's important that we get down as deep as we can into these levels, because this is where, when the trading starts for the burns, we're going to be able to burn maximum supply. Now, let's go look over at transactions. You can see up here we're at 1.143 billion volume and a $2.5 billion market cap. Now, the volume has decreased significantly because what you've been seeing is not just the run on Luna, but you've also been seeing a very nice run on Bitcoin. You've seen a very nice run on Ethereum. Now, it's the weekend, so they're trending sideways, but you did see that move. Now, the question that we're asking for the day is, what's going to go on with the burns and who's supporting the burns? And first up is Binance. And I want you to take a look here. Binance represents 46% of the total volume, but also Binance Turkey represents another 7%. So we're going to call this about 53%. Binance itself, with 9.4 million followers and the biggest level of transactions of all exchanges, is supporting, but it's doing off-chain transactions. If you don't know what off-chain transactions is, it means they're basically letting you trade with another person at whatever the going rate is without using the centralized exchange in order to ledger the transaction. All you're doing is making a swap from one person to another. Now, we don't like that, but they did enable it a few years ago. They are proud of it, so we have to accept it for right now. The way that the 1.2% burn works with Binance is when you take a deposit or a withdrawal. So if you leave your money on there, you're not taxed at all. It's when you come in or when you leave that you're charged that transaction. So we don't like that, but that's their way of getting around actually burning 1.2% per each transaction. However, it should be pointed out that Binance is now reconsidering that move, and we did get a report of that last night, and there is a link on their website if you go to Binance, and you can see that in their support category, they even mention that they're reconsidering that move. The next one up is going to be KuCoin, which represents almost 10% of the transactions, 2.2 million followers here on Twitter, another high volume exchange. So very happy, very pleased with the results so far. We're getting 63% roughly of the exchanges right now are doing burns. Then we move over to Gate.io, which has 1 million followers, and they represent 7% over here as well. So, these are really good numbers that we're looking at. We're looking at close to 70% just here. Then we move into MXC Global. Now, here's the thing about MXC Global. MXC Global has a lot fewer transactions, a lot fewer settlements over here. But here's what they're doing. They've already started to burn. And if we come over here to the Lunc Penguins, who are tracking all of the burns that are going on right now, you can see that MXC Global is taking this seriously, and they've burned 827 million tokens, far beyond the 133 million that Binance. They're currently, for burn entities, number 2 overall. The Lunatics token has burned 2 billion tokens so far. MEXC comes in second at 827 million. So even though their transactions and they're settling down here in this lower 5.7 million range, and some days they're going to have more transactions, but the point to it is they are burning a massive amount of supply. So kudos to them for stepping up big time. Huobi is another one. And if you come up here, you're going to find Huobi clocking in at number 4 overall at 1.47%. So, you're at this point, we're getting to around the 74% level. 3/4 of the transactions are going to have some sort of burn that are attached in. And then finally, we're going to hit CoinInn. Looks like a startup. I don't know much about it. I'm not sure what their transfer levels are. They are probably just looking to get themselves placed a little bit higher up on the ledger so that people know that they're willing to do it. Maybe they can get more investors moving into their space, improving their overall transfer, improving their overall market share, improving their overall burns, improving everything. So thank you to CoinInn for getting that done. And then finally, it's got to be pointed out here, guys, MXC has done a fantastic job so far of doing burns. And you see here, Binance and KuCoin have also, but otherwise it's been just, you can see it down here, Kraken. Most of these guys are just doing very, very minimal amounts of burn. Even CoinInn ranks up here in the top 11 above Kraken, which is one of the major exchanges around. So these are the numbers. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the content, subscribe to the content. We do hope that all of this plays itself out phenomenally in the next 11 days when the burn starts. And once that goes, then this thing is going to take off again. And hopefully we'll get $6 to $7 billion transactions per day at a minimum for a while, which will lead to some massive burns. And again, looking at this chart, hopefully during that period of time, we can continue to see some bottom. I know most of you do not want to see lower lows being minted down here, but we really need to get some lower lows in order to make this thing get sent. This is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I am always right, and we will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Have a good day, guys.
I'm looking for the good life, good